Alright, good morning. Welcome to this week's vlog. So, today is kind of like reading Dippit, is that 16-year-olds who read outside of school for pleasure are more likely to secure professional and managerial type positions, which I think is super cool. Now, I just kind of took time yesterday to relax, and so I didn't end up reading. I actually ended up, watching the entire second season of Just Like That, and I ended up doing a little bit of knitting, but didn't really end up doing much, right? And then I think because I really wasn't doing much, I ended up not really sleeping very well last night, and I kept waking up and falling back to sleep. Ugh. Right? So, which kind of sucks because I have a long day ahead of me today, and I feel like by the time I get home, I'm just gonna collapse and just not want to do anything, which, ugh, the joys of getting older, where one night of, where you don't get enough sleep, then one night, then the next night you don't get enough sleep, you just like conk out the next night, right? What should be a one night isolated thing all of a sudden is a 3 or 4 night excursion. Just trying to get better sleep. But I mean, also at this age, when was the last time you actually slept through the night, like without any interruptions? You know what I mean? I mean, like one night last week. That's just. I'm digressing way too much. Like, it's just, sleep's important, but sometimes it would just be nice to consistently get a full night of sleep, you know? But anyways, that is that. It does leave me with much more wonder. So I do plan to read this book on my lunch or something like that because kind of need to be doing that. Like, and I do need to read. I mean, it's my job to read. But yeah, that's just, because reading does make you sleep better. So maybe if I did choose to read when I get home tonight, I could, actually get a good night's sleep, right? Yeah. Alright. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye. Alright, so today's reading Dippit is that 10-year-olds who read more than once a week, by the time they're 16, right, tend to get bigger or better scores in math, vocab, and in spelling, right, which is generalistically quite alright and what we want. I did read a few chapters of Wonder, and trust me, like, they're not that big of a chapter, so it's pretty easy, and I think it's cute. I think August is really gonna like school, and I just kind of had to remind myself that it doesn't really matter how much I read, it's just the fact that I've read, and whew, so it's good. I feel a little bit more rested today, which is great, but, still tired, always tired, but, there's only so much you can do, right? And I'm just trying to love life, relax, enjoy. There's no pressure, nothing to be concerned or worried about. It's always just, an extension of yourself, right? And, it's because it's such a rainy day. I wish I could just stay at home and read, but fortunately, I can't, right? Ooh, but I am going to the movies tonight. I do plan to go see My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3, so if I can't stay at home, then I must go to the movies. I didn't end up watching the first two, but it's not one of those movies where you actually kind of need a refresher. Plus, I somewhat watch them regularly because I love Nia Fidelis, that I kind of know what's going on. But yeah, this is what's happening. This is what I like. This is like a thumbs up all around. Alright, well, thank you for paying attention. Thank you for tuning in to this daily Dippit. And, yeah, we'll catch y'all later with another reading update, life update, and just trying to relax. Alright, bye. Alright, so today's reading Dippit is that adults who have lower literacy skills tend to feel like they have a lesser impact on society and political processes, that they tend to participate in volunteer activities less, which I think is, you know, very typical and something that we kind of already knew statistically. Anyways, I'm now officially halfway through Wonder, or a little over halfway, and it honestly didn't take me that long to get to that point. It is so super cute that there's 8 different sections, and in each section you're getting a different perspective. Now I think like 3 or 4 of those sections are from August's perspective, but that's okay. And that I don't know, and that so you are kind of like hearing about like the same events, right, but from like the savor, but from a different perspective, which is okay. And so I mean, I should be able to, well, not should, it doesn't matter what happens though, I need to get it done for Thursday night because I'm getting another book from the library, or a new book. So I need to have this book finished. So I am really looking forward to getting this book done tonight and tomorrow, over the course of today and tomorrow, because it has to be done by tomorrow night. But, you know, it's a kid's book, and I'm just being a stick in the mud and not making much more of an effort, which I do, because reading is awesome, and I feel like it's my job. No, I just need to read more, and, you know, I mean, look at all these books. The only way they're going to get read is if I read them, right? So that's what I need to do. Alright, but anyways, oh yeah, and so I went and saw My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 last night, and it is so super cute. I kind of wish that I didn't read a review on it before I went, because the reviewer just said that there's like a bunch of like plot holes in it, and that the scenery is much more kind of like what the movie's like about, which is kind of true. There really isn't much of a plot in the movie. It's kind of a little all over the place, and but like Nia Fidalos is also like written and directed it, so she's not really particularly in the movie a lot because she's probably too busy directing, which is okay. And of course there has to be like a wedding, which is, I kind of felt like rushed and last minute, and I don't know. But anyways, but I am a Nia Fidalos fan, so no matter what, I will always go see like one of her movies, especially My Big Fat Greek Weddings. And I feel like now I had to go see this one in theaters because I've seen the other 2 in theaters, so you know, you have to complete the tradition. But at the same time, it was a cheap night, and I had a BOGO, so me and my friend got to go, and it was only the price for 1 ticket, so I liked it, right? But that is the end of that, right? You know, I guess like I would still go, I would suggest to people to still go see My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. Well, to see it, maybe just not in theaters. I don't know. Right? I can't wait for it to come out so that way I can watch all 3 in one go, right? And maybe we do some crafting while I watch all 3 of them. Anyways, that is kind of it. Alright, well, until next time, bye! Alright, so in today's reading Dippit is that in countries where adults or households read more, that they tend to have higher incomes, which I think is super delicious and good to have, right? So with Wonder, I didn't actually get to read a lot last night, but I did end up finishing a section, so I'm now on to Justin, so I must have this book done tonight, right? Because I'm probably going to be picking up a book from the library, but it's not just that, but the my book of the month selection came in for September, and that is The Stranger Upstairs by Lisa M. Matlin. Ooh, right? So I think that should be a really good, it's a thriller, and it's actually really only small, like it's 268 pages, so yeah, right, which I think is like always like a good thing. And I'm trying to find that bookmark. Just give me a second, because you know, book of the month. Oh yes. Alright. So this month's bookmark says, "In the throes of prose." Of course. Right, so another one to add to the collection. And so, but last night when I was at the library, that somebody had donated like a bunch of cards, right? And that they have this like a machine, which is kind of like, it was described to me as like an old-fashioned like kind of cricket machine, and it's called like a Sizzler or Sizzix, I think, Sizzix. Right, and you put this card on, and then like it punches out like any kind of shape or mold that you want into it, and it's a flower, or not flower, it's a leaf. So you could like use the leaf to like cut out or to paste on anything, or you can use like the cutout. So I'm going to be making some cards for some people in a couple weeks to mail out. So I figured this would be super cute to kind of like trace around or paste on the front of the card and put the person's name in, or a cute little poem inside. So yeah. And and I thought it was like super cute that like the leaf was like cut out of this like leafy background, like, you know what I mean? I thought that was amazing. So, and it was so nice that I was able to take that right home with me. So it's a nice little memory that I have, and I even got to try out this like Sizzix thing, and it's like it makes me want to have one, but at the same time, just because like it was just one big giant thing that was able to like punch out this card for me. But I don't know, just so that way I could do that, but at the same time, I don't think I would use it as much as I think I would, or I would want, but still super cute though, right? If I could have one, I would have one. Or, I don't know, maybe I should just get a Cricut machine, because I don't know how often, like, I would use it, because I don't make cards as often, right? But it would be cool if I did, and then I was be able to do that. But anyways, right, that is that. Super cool. Can't wait to start this, and it's a short read, right? So yeah, and then with Wonder, I think I have about 100 pages left, but because the book is like a YA, or meant for a child, the junior book, and it's like shorter, smaller, right? It's not like an adult book. I think that I should be able to fly right through it, just like I have like the other parts of it, and so I don't think I should have a problem with it, especially with going to the library and everything like that. So yeah. Anyways, that is just my 2 cents for the day. Hopefully everybody likes my share, right? And, fill your day with wonder. Don't worry about the stranger upstairs. And, yeah, make cards for people. Send things through the mail, right? Because you never get things in the mail anymore. And when you do get something, it's always super nice and, like, friendly and everything like that. And it's always a lot of fun. Anyways, thank you. Bye. Alright, so today's reading Dippit is that people who say that they read say that it helps them feel less lonely, which I feel is superb, right? But late last night I finished Wonder, yay! August is really a wonder of a boy. It is really great. It's about his journey through grade 5 and how he has like a cleft palate and everything. So I will be able to watch the movie later on tonight, which I think will be just super fantastic, and I love it, and I think it's just going to be such a cute, wholesome little movie, right? So, right, what you might be asking is on the next docket or to be read, right? Well, from the library, I ended up picking the only one left by Riley Sager. So I think I'm gonna give it a try, because I did like almost every other book by Riley Sager. I think it was like Survive the Night. I kind of like sped read through. It was okay, but The House Across the Lake is still like my favorite by him, right? So yeah, I'm going to see. It's only a 7-day rental. I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to try it, read the first couple chapters. If I like it, whatever. I mean, it is, when you compare it to Wonder, it is a lot thicker because it's just bigger too. It's at 382 pages, which isn't so bad. Right? But, yeah, I am going to give it a try. And there's like The Strangers Upstairs, which is going to be next. But, yeah, I don't know. Give it a go, as they say. But anyways, that's it from me. Giving it a thumbs up. Right, can't wait till tonight so I can read Wonder. But yeah, alright, bye. Alright, so today's reading Dippit is that non-readers are slightly more likely to report feelings of being depressed, which is really sad. So, it's a quick, easy thing that you can be doing is like, to be reading, which I think is something that is super cool and something that we all should be doing anyways, right? Making a habit of doing it every day, right? So, well, moving on from that, right, is that last night I ended up watching the movie Wonder, which was so super cute. Now, obviously, they did change some things around in the movie because it made sense that way, but all the right things were checked, and that, it was just like really adorable, and I really like how they did the makeup for Augie, and it was just really great. I would suggest, it's always better to read the book and then watch the movie. I should do that for Miss Peregrine's School of Peculiar Children, right? Because I do like that movie a lot, or I've seen it a few times, so I should probably read the book and then rewatch the movie. And I do have that book. I mean, it's not over here on display, but I do have it. So it'd be nice to kind of like actually do that, right? And so I read about a chapter of The Only One Left, and it's pretty enticing. I didn't get a chance to read any more, right? But I'm hopefully going to be able to do that today, right? This evening. And well, I should be able to read some on the bus, And then what else do I want to say? Something I just said. Oh yeah, because I picked this up from the library, and that somebody returned Fourth Wing, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, can you check it in, see if I can like check it out? And of course, there's like so many holds on it, right? But and I probably will not be able to. I mean, it'll be faster to pick it up or to like actually purchase Fourth Wing than it is to actually borrow it from the library. And if I want to read it before the second one comes out in November, and I just like watched like another vlogger talk about it in a vlog yesterday or last night, so which got me really interested. But anyways, this library copy had like sprayed edges, and it looks so cute. Aww. I like the aspect of sprayed edges because I don't even have any books that have sprayed edges, but this one looked cute, right? So it kind of made me want to do that or get one that had sprayed edges on it, I'm not really sure, but or not, like, I just thought it was like super cool to have and to maybe like hold. But I mean, it can be to support big conglomerates on Amazon. You can buy the first one and then pre-order the second one, like as we speak. So that might be like the best option for me to be doing right now, right? But we should always support your local library. But yeah, so like this evening or this afternoon, I am going to volunteer at the bookstore as I usually do Saturday afternoons. But here's the thing, I have to run some errands after I'm there, so I'm most likely not going to be able to bring home. Well, because like I'm not stepping home until after my errands are done, preferably. So I might not be bringing any books home, right? But I do have books on hold there, so, and I'm not even sure if I want those books, but I know that like they'll be okay being on hold there for like another week, and if they end up going back on the shelf, I'm not going to be too angry about it, but right? But of course, if I end up seeing like a book or something that like I must have, then I'll obviously pick that up. I mean, if there's like, I feel like I need to get some more books for like the nieces. So, of course, like if I see one of those books, I'm going to pick it up. But it's like everything I'm picking up on the way is just going to be like, not hinder me, but it's got to come with me, you know what I mean? And I mean, if like the worst case scenario, I come home before between volunteering and going to my errands, but still, don't want to do that. But that's it. Bye. Alright, just wanted to give an update. So I got 2 new books by Mary Kate Andrews, Hello Summer in the High Tide Club. Picked those up from the bookstore. So I ended up getting a ride to and from my errand. So I was going to pick up 5 books, but I only picked up 2, and I've added it to kind of like the Jennifer Warner side, because I'm going to hopefully do a series like, do I like this author or not? And I figured all my summer reads, because you know, summer's going to end soon and we're going into fall, so I'd want to add those there. And then to the Jewel, or Lisa Jewell side, I have added 2 Nicholas Sparks books, because I feel like after I'm reading them, I'm not going to keep them. I'm going to give them away, because every other Nicholas Sparks book that I've had then I gave away because I didn't really like them. Like, I mean, he's a good author, but it was kind of like a one and done, so no need to keep them. So I've kept those there, and I've added the Dan Brown books to my little bookshelf TBR over there. So I'm undecided if I'm going to get the other ones. But yeah, so like this is the like my current kind of TBR, and I know that the stranger upstairs is kind of on top, so symmetrically the center isn't what I want it to be, but I was going to read that next, but then the only one left was on the express shelf at the library. As you can see, it's the 7-Day Loan, so I'm going to read that. I've read another chapter. It was okay. Like, I don't know. It could be good. You know what? Riley Sager. I've read a few of his books. Like, The House Across the Lake has been like my favorite so far. Survivor the Night was okay, I guess, but because it's kind of like a Lucy Borden kind of take. I think that's what it is. It's not Lisa or Lucy. Lucy Borden. That kind of a I don't want to say rip off, right? But or Lizzie Borden, yeah, kind of like rip off, kind of have a story. So I don't know, right? Because it's going to be about her, because she's the only one left. But yeah, that is my current book that I'm reading now, and then it'll be The Stranger Upstairs, right? So I'm hoping that I will read the only one left, or a lot of it, tonight. I mean, wishful thinking that I'll be able to read The Stranger Upstairs, start that tomorrow, but you know. Here's hoping. Can't promise anything, right? But yeah, right? So the other books that I have on hold at the bookstore are there's 3 of them. I think it's like Eileen Hildebrandt, right? So I might get those, and there's a bunch of Christy Ricci, like the author that writes the series that the Bones TV show was like based off of. So I haven't watched Bones yet, so like this might be a good like entryway into, because I guess like, well, here's the thing, is that on the express shelf there's like her newest book is out, so I might just end up picking that one up when I return the only one left, right? So I can maybe like test her as an author that way before I like purchase like 5 of her books, or 4 of them, I wonder, that I have on hold. But at the same time, like, I don't really want to buy like a lot of books, because the library's annual book sale is coming up, so I could get like, and I'm only working on Saturday, or Sunday, which means Sunday is the last day of the sale, so so a bag of books is only $5, right? $5, $5, right? So I may do that. I don't know, right? But I'm feeling that my TBR is ever growing. I don't think it'll ever stop, but which means that I need to get my butt in gear and make sure I read more. That is the solution to this problem, I think. But yeah, all right. Well, gotta get boogieing. All right, I am home for the night, and hopefully no one will message me. All right. Well, other than that, thumbs up. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the nice warm summer days before they are gone and the snow is here, and you're vibing, and you know, of course in the winter all you want to do is stay inside. But anyways, here we go. Hope everybody's doing all right, and we'll catch you all later. Bye. Alright, so I guess today's reading a Dippit, I should say, is that there is evidence to support that keeping your mind active can delay the onset of dementia. So if you read, it keeps your brain active, and it keeps the neural pathways going as you imagine the stories that you are reading. So that is very much something very, very great and something to consider. So I did read a lot, almost 100 pages of The Only One Left by Riley Sager last night. It was good. I liked what I was reading, but at the same time, like, I feel like I really wasn't, like, paying attention too much to what I was reading, and I don't know. So because of this, like, I am interested in reading it. I only have this book for a week. I'm honestly kind of really more interested in reading The Stranger Upstairs by Lisa and Matlin, and then reading Cinder, to be honest. Right, so I'm not too sure what, and I feel like the reason why I'm more interested in reading The Stranger Upstairs is because I got it this week as well, so it's like a new book, and it's like less than 300 pages, so like I feel like I could read majority of it today, and I kind of feel like I'm more obligated to read The Only One Left, even though I'm not. But I am interested in reading the story still, because I mean, a lot of Riley Sager's books that I've read already have been like really great. So I feel like I am still interested and I still want to read it. I might just like end up waiting until it comes into the bookstore, like I have with like every other Riley Sager book, I feel. No, I've actually borrowed one from the library, so I don't know. But that is just kind of as the day goes on. I mean, I do have other things that I need to be doing before I do that. But this is where I end the vlog today. I mean, I guess, what else did I want to say? Yeah, I read one book, watched the movie, loved it, picked up 3 books, great, good on me, and I've like changed up the setup a little bit, you know, keeping it real. Alright, but anyways, thank you guys all for tuning in this week. Oh, we will see you all next week. Hope you guys have a fantastic week. You've enjoyed me ranting about different things. And yeah, keep reading. Try to read every single day. Make a point of trying to read for 15 minutes a day, or at least 1 chapter. Alright? Thumbs up. Alright, bye.